All right, welcome back to Talkin' Shirt, everybody. I'm Mo, and I've got Mark Boletnikoff here with me, as always. Today, we're diving into something that's honestly the backbone of this whole industry, design. Not just any design, but how you actually stand out in a sea of, a million t-shirts. Mark, you ever feel like you've seen the same vintage sunset tee about 1,000 times?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I get it. Trends are trends for a reason. But if I see one more retro wave with a palm tree, I might just lose it. The thing is, if you're just copying what's hot, you're always a step behind. You got to bring something new to the table, or you're just noise. Let's face it, artwork will make or break a t-shirt.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, coming from fashion retail, you learn real quick that people can spot a knockoff or a lazy design a mile away. I remember when I first started my own brand, I was obsessed with what was trending on Instagram, but honestly, the stuff that sold best was what I made when I stopped caring about what everyone else was doing and just leaned into my own weird ideas.
That's the thing, right? There's a balance. You can't ignore trends completely or you risk being out of touch, but if you're just chasing what's hot, you're never going to build a brand people remember. I mean, look at what we talked about in a previous episode. Branding is everything. If your designs don't have a point of view, you're just another print shop.
Exactly. And sometimes you got to take a risk. I've had designs that totally bombed, but I learned more from those than the safe ones. You got to be willing to put your own spin on things, even if it means you're not for everybody. That's how you get loyal customers, not just one-off sales. And
Yeah, and honestly, the stuff that's a little weird or unexpected, that's what gets people talking. You want folks to see your shirt and go, "Where'd you get that?" Not, "Oh, I saw that at Target last week." So,
right. And if you're just starting out, don't be afraid to experiment. Worst case, you end up with a box of shirts you wear to mow the lawn. Best case, you find your voice and your audience.
all right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. Design principles. I see a lot of folks jump straight into Photoshop or Canva and just start slapping stuff together. But if you don't understand the basics, color, typography, composition, you're setting yourself up for headaches. And wasted blanks. Trust me, I've been there. Number one rule, good artwork makes a good print.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I still mess up color combos sometimes. You ever print something that looked amazing on your screen, but then it comes out of the DTG and it's just mud?
All the time. Like color theory is huge, especially with DTG and DTF. Yeah, the way inks interact with different fabrics, like we talked about in our fabric episode with cotton versus polyester, can totally change how your colors pop. And if you don't plan for that, you're going to be disappointed. My tip, always do a test print and don't trust your monitor. Calibrate it, but still, nothing beats a real sample.
And typography, the endless game. I see so many shirts with like 5 different fonts. It's chaos. Pick one or two. Make sure they're readable. And for the love of all things holy moly, don't use Comic Sans or Papyrus unless you're being ironic, I guess.
Yeah, and composition matters too. Where you place your design on the shirt, how big it is, negative space, all that stuff. I always tell people print it out on paper and tape it to a shirt before you commit. What looks good on a screen might look totally off when it's actually on a body.
That's a good point. And honestly, understanding these basics makes it way easier to experiment later. Once you know the rules, you can break them in ways that actually work. Like sometimes a weird off-center print is what makes a shirt cool, but you got to know why you're doing it, not just because you ran out of space.
Exactly. And if you're using different printing methods, DTG, screen, DTF, each one has its quirks. Like fine lines might look great on DTG but get lost in screen printing. So design with your production method in mind saves you a lot of headaches and reprints.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, ask your printer or, get a quote from us at contract-dtg.com. Shameless plug. But seriously, we'll tell you if your design's going to work or not. So let's talk about the people actually wearing these shirts, your audience. I think this is where a lot of new designers trip up. They make what they like, but don't think about who's buying. I learned this the hard way. I had this idea for a shirt with a giant like anatomical heart on it, super artsy, super niche. I loved it. Sold like two. But then I did a little digging, asked my customers what they wanted, and found out they were all about local pride stuff. So I did a Lake Erie vibes design, and it blew up. Sometimes you got to listen more than you talk.
Yeah, and that's not just about the design itself, but how you present it. Branding, logo placement, even the tag on the inside, those little details matter. If your logo's too big, people feel like a walking billboard. Too small, and nobody knows who made it. There's a sweet spot.
And don't be afraid to tweak things based on feedback. I used to think, changing a design meant I failed, but really it just means you're paying attention. Like if people keep saying the print's too high or the color's off, fix it. That's how you build brand people trust.
Yeah, and honestly, the best designs come from knowing your audience inside and out. If you're making shirts for, I don't know, motorcycle clubs, that's a whole different vibe than, say, yoga moms. Do your homework, ask questions, and don't be afraid to niche down. You don't have to be everything to everyone.
All right, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. If you're looking to bring your designs to life, DTG, DTF, screen printing, whatever, get a quote at contract-dtg.com. We'll help you figure out what works, what doesn't, and maybe even save you from a box of unsellable shirts.
Yeah, don't be shy. We've seen it all, and we're here to help. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Mo, always a pleasure.
You too, Mark. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you next time on Talkin' Shirt. Later, feel free to leave a comment, like and share anything you would like us to talk about or touch on.
See you, folks.